mind if I do? Where'd Apollo go? He thought I was sleeping, bro. Yo, he thought I was sleeping, bro. He's talking about the one above all. The one above all is not God Almighty in heaven, bro. Who's he talking to, man? He keeps saying he's talking to somebody. Who's he talking to? Yo, bro, I wouldn't mind if I do, bro. The one above all in Marvel is overpowered in the comic, bro. But if he was talking to somebody and we don't know who he was talking to out there, if he's doing that, if we're watching Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, and that if is there and it's what if, bro, y'all, we have to, this is savage, bro, and I'm trying to be, like, honest with y'all. Look, bro, we're free and whatever we want, but like when he can go blah 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 and talk about this awesome big $1 trillion ideas and stuff. But if he didn't do nothing wrong, but he didn't state that the one above all isn't y'all's, he ain't God, bro. Not even in not even in Marvel, bro. There's only one. The first commandment is that thou shalt have only one God, the only God that exists. I mean, you're gonna really realize that there's only one. So the commandment is like, "There shall have no other gods before him, before God." So the one above all, I'm not hating on you because you're gonna get a lot of credit because you're the one that's gonna have to hold down limbo with what he was talking about because he thought I was sleeping in the house. The thing is, there's a lot of stuff that I can't disclose because we're having a situation where somebody's trying to make a recipe of his chug jug, and we're trying to survive out here at Wonka's, bro. And the thing is, we got to. The thing is, he's making these ideas up and got everybody imagining things like they're doing in Secret War, which sounds amazing. The fact is, we're talking about like the possible recovery of Deadpool. And look how far it's had to go. He's had to go to the one above all. Like, what is it called? The other ones, the other guys, what are they called? The tribunal? The one above all is above the tribunal. He's like the tribunal become person, and he knows them. And he's like, at one point, all these secret wars in the whole Marvel universe has to go to a place that is called like limbo or some place that is temporary. Because the one above all can do whatever he basically wants in the comics. He can kind of like do whatever he wants. So he can make a little place to recover the the fact that the Marvel universe dies because they're sick. They get sick and it's contagious and it becomes like I Am Legend, bro. And like they're so like it's hard to explain that even the heroes and villains are like that. So Deadpool goes through like all the characters, bro. And Secret Wars can involve all these characters, but those characters when they supposedly pass, they don't die. They're sitting there in like limbo, like on a like a floating flying Dutchman boat, and they're just like sitting there looking down at or wherever, or side to side, whatever it is. Deadpool going through the universe, he's taking out these sick people and doesn't know that he's not really doing the right thing in the sense of things. But at the same time, it ain't bad because it's in a comic. That's you're not supposed to be doing that in real life. The thing is, they're sick and they're not dying unless Stan Lee told everybody where they're going. We don't know that, so I can't. I'm not gonna jump into Stan Lee's business too much because I respect him. The thing is, the one above all. If we're gonna talk about the one above all on Saturday, and in Israel, the time is like it's almost 5. So, y'all want to talk about that one above all? Bro, just in case, I just got to clear that. I'm going to go back to sleep here. This isn't a long thing because he's the one, Pablo's the one that's been talking about the comics. I'm just letting y'all know really quick, bro. Just some funny thing, though. And, dog, the one above all, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. The living tribunal and stuff, it's thrown, bro, but y'all gotta realize, don't get too overwhelmed and think that that is what you're doing on church days. Yo, bro, y'all out there sleeping, bro? It's alright. Oh, man, I forgot my tea. Oh, man. Shalom, dudes. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. You get a little taste. I don't know how long we're gonna be streaming on this thing. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Before I go, just let me tell you that because it's not real. You go the revolving door, and you're gonna have to do something like that because the living tribunal may need to get involved when they do the Deadpool. I can't believe, out of all people, me, it's Pablo Pates. I don't be hurting nothing, bro. We're out here. I'm talking about Deadpool. The thing is, Deadpool has a connection with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is one of my favorites. And like, and I have to consider these things, but like, goodness me, bro. I can't believe it's me, Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Ryan. When they wake up, man, wait, guys, if y'all jump through reality, these whole boy out here said people they're sleepy because we've been on the amazing chase for my recipe and I am getting back to work and stuff like that. So, consider this like this: the one above all on Marvel Comics. When he takes all those people, dude, the movies that they can make with this scenario is ridiculous, bro. Because what they could do with the one above all, because he's in the Marvel comics, is like this. It's like when Deadpool takes out the Marvel universe one by one, they're like sitting like on a hammock in a boat, and they're just like sitting there. And at one point, he just throws like in like a little like vision, but it looks like a cloud to them, and it's just like, dude, remember when you, as a hero, you did this one thing? That thing is not forgotten, man. I don't see everything, but that was thrown. This was amazing too. I have to do this with everybody because he's going through all these people that are sick, and I have to make a whole. I gotta do what's it called? A presentation of what y'all did in y'all's past lives for a little bit, not everything. Just the those good stuff, deeds, and even some whatever things. It's like I don't even want to know, but this is what y'all have inside of you. And he started to have, not only does he, is it Marvel, it's like Deadpool eliminates the Marvel universe. That's what the comic is, the hardcover is. It's a point where he's like, these people, when they don't pass and they go to limbo, the one above all in the tribunal, or they're trying to like comfort them because they think they passed, so they're having to do stress things. So they're just sitting on hammocks, and these like wonder hammocks on a boat, and they're just like, you're hearing the waves, and they're just like, yo, bro, in y'all's world, you're gonna go back to where you were. Y'all ain't dead, but right now, y'all are all sick. Everybody's gotten sick, and he's doing something. I'm not proud of him for having to go through the Marvel characters like this, like the characters like our people. It's like I'm not proud of him having to use death, but y'all don't die. Y'all didn't die, dude. Y'all all are gonna come in here, and because it's such a freaking sad scenario that y'all fake passed away, I'm gonna show y'all how amazing y'all were when y'all were in life. So there's like a Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, but he goes. Then there's like the one above all in the tribunal trying to comfort them that they've lost, but they didn't lose because they're gonna go and recover the scenario after kills the Marvel universe, because he's gonna go up to Deadpool and they're gonna be like, dude, we got to see the one above all. He showed us what we did in the past, and we're going to smother you, bro, with love, because we were intoxicated. There was no cure. No one tried curing. Nobody tried to cure it, because this is this Marvel only. Deadpool kills the Marvel universe right now. It's the only one because it's in Marvel universe. There's nobody trying to find the cure. People trying to find a cure, they can't. They can't. It's like I Am Legend. Y'all all became like those things in a way. And now those things have now glimpsed away in the future. And Deadpool saved it in a way, but it was the one above all that collected everybody and said, hey, y'all, we're going to sit here on this like mystery hammock on a boat with the waves crashing with the tribunal to comfort y'all for the limbo time that y'all are here until he does what he has to do because it's like one of the greatest selling of all time, and it's like 5,000 of y'all. How many characters are on there? So they have to like, it has to happen, and it's like, dog, this is too thrown. But the thing is, if you remember, there's a Pirates of the Caribbean Flying Dutchman above the Fortnite in Omega, season 4, Purple Omega. Remember, so it can include that in there, which would be because it's not a bad place to be. Like, it's not purgatory. It's just like limbo. It's like a new, not even limbo. It's just like a temporary place that they get hold, like a queuing lobby, that they're just sitting there waiting to go back, but they don't know that. They think they're gone forever. And then, like, but they've had a moment with Above All, bro. And it's like he's rare. He's a rare occasion. I mean, the one above all has to comfort Professor X that just took out Farouk Khan, bro. And Professor X is like, man, I'm stronger than everybody. I'm better. Y'all thought I was better, like weaker than Legion, my son. I'm the one that helped him in the series. And it's like, and it's like, and the one above all has to show him like, man, I saw you when you were constructing your like thing. He's like doing things when you had your moral and paste and you were constructing the Professor X office and stuff like that. I saw that. That was amazing. You chose the right colors and stuff like that. You did all this. He starts going through their time, and it's like a whole another movie in a sense. So like you could do, it could even extend movie instead of it being 5,000 movies or whatever the amount of characters is. You can double it by doing half of it as like those heroes' history and the good things that they've done. And also there's like the villainy that are there that because he kills the Marvel Universe. So it's all these things. Or he just doesn't even show them their memory. He has a different way for each of them. And he's like, look, Punisher, in this lifetime, if you didn't do what you did, you'd be having fun. And you'd be the guy that has the key to knowing how to enjoy himself when he's off. But at this point, you're going through the Marvel Universe possibly, bro, with your path, Punisher. And it's like 10,000 movies now because it's half. Because it's however many characters it is, that's how many movies they got to do when it's Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe. Because it has to be each character. So you could do half the movie, their fight, and half the movie, their recovery. And then at the very end of all of it, they all come together while they're watching Deadpool going through the Marvel Universe because they're all sick, come back into their place, and they're like revived. They come back into their body like when they go, and it's like, and they go back in, and it's like they're healed right away. They instantly get the Wolverine treatment where they get it all heals real quick without having to be in the sun. And they just all wake up, and Deadpool's like, whoa, what's happening here? It's like, and then they all jump him, bro. At the same time, bro, they all, like, every time they see him, they jump him and they, like, surround him with love because this guy had to do something so hard, bro. That is a sin. To murder, it's a sin, bro. So he is sinning consistently, and we have to recover the scenario because he's trying to, this has all happened for a reason. Do you understand? It's all happened. They've all had a moment with the one above all in the tribunal on a boat, bro. So it all happened for a reason. They all get to meet who is the one above all in Marvel. So you could do it like that, and now it's like double time, or it's still the same amount of characters. But no, it's double the time. You could do it like that, or you could do, it could be like, oh, it would take too long. I think the one above all could be a key for that. I'm just saying, we can go based upon all the comic, but you have to understand, we're people here. So if the one above all in Marvel, he is shown at the very end, or at the end of the credits, it's too slow. It's too slow. He deserves more time. He deserves more time. Even though when he shows up in the comics, he only shows up for like minutary amount of time. It sucks. It sucks because he's not shown for long. So maybe we can keep the tradition that he's shown for a little bit, and it's not half. Or you could just make it half the movie where he's like showing what he really is. He's like a guy that just shows you your life, even when you're not dead. In life, he can just be like, man, I remember Spider-Man when you stopped that train and you were doing stuff like that. It's like, I saw that. I saw almost all those atoms and everything there, dude. Have you ever seen Inception? He's like, nah, man, that's from somebody else. Somebody talked about that one time. It's like, you dreaming. And it's like, yeah, have you met that guy Drift? And Drift from Fortnite. And it's like, yeah, and Spider-Man's running across the universe, talking about the multiverse. Please, bro, you don't think Spider Morales is not running through the Marvel universe, bro. And then all the universes, it doesn't say Marvel universe. He's like, I guess it does, but that Marvel universe just jumped into Fortnite. So he takes out the Marvel universe. You have to recover Deadpool, and then Deadpool at the very end, he can retire. It's like Ryan Reynolds is saying, I don't know if I'm gonna do Deadpool 4. We need to finish the comics, dude, and you're not doing a bad job. What I'm trying to say is that the thing is, you don't need to listen to me, because no one needs nothing other than nonfiction right now. God. Now, fiction. Ryan, you said you couldn't do season 4 release of Deadpool. Maybe you can, because it's either you're gonna do it or you're gonna have to do like 5, all the characters, and you're gonna have to slay each one of them. It's sad because I'm the molecular policeman, and I'm gonna have to step in at one time after, maybe not in the movies, maybe in the movies, and be like, yo, bro, you keep, look at that molecule's falling off that person. That atom is so precious, bro. So in the end, if I'm having to be used to just like shaking my head and just be like, whatever. But the thing is, if those people are sick, and that's how that comic is written, and it's like leading up to that, and that's what the TVA situation was happening, and now you have your eyes on these people, and they're running around, they're doing the atrocities, bro. I mean atrocities, because they are sick. They've been infected by that Farouk Khan level thing, bro. And it's like, so whatever you're doing, it's hard to explain what I'm saying because I don't promote violence. What I'm saying is I'm promoting the guy that goes after them, after Marvel. You know, they take him out the Marvel universe, but he's still in there. It's the one above all. I'm not the one above all, but the one above all can hold y'all down until that scenario is clean, bro. That's why you need to wear a condom when you make love with somebody, when y'all do stuff like that. Not when you make love with your wife and stuff, or your husband, however y'all do it. Like if I was a girl and you were making love, you normally don't need condom at that time because you got your husband. But everybody's sick in Marvel. They're becoming sick from like an STD or something, dude. And it's not gonna fly because you can't be sick up in there. And that's what cures them, because when they're laying there sleeping, passed out, they're not dead, bro. They're just being sent to a place where the one above all and the tribunal may be like on a boat or something. But when they're there, the one above all is not ungraceful. So the one above all gives them a life story of their choices that they've done, and like he doesn't do like what y'all would expect, and take him to like, you know, with Batman, it's like every time you see Batman, it's the story of him, his mom's necklace breaks, and I'm not hating on them. He's not gonna be. I hope he doesn't be like, yeah, I remember Mr. Batman when he was, every time they appeared, they showed his mom going like that, him falling down. But do y'all realize when you see a bat falling down, if you look upside down and you see a bat connected upside down, they're raving? Have you heard in Molecular Policeman's, one of the people that are like villains, anti-villains, it's the Depraver? He's depraved from raving. He's the Depraver. So one day the Depraver's like, he goes and sees a bat. He's like, man, I heard y'all were scary. So he goes like this. It's like, am I upside down or something? He goes upside down. He looks, and the bats, when they're clinging and they eat fruits, they're like vampire bats only eat fruit, bro. It's like he sees them dangling upside down. It looks like they're raving. He's like, I should have been Batman, but you're the Depraver because they're raving. And I'm depraved because I'm not raving. And it's like, well, stop depraving people. They're not at 1 HP. You're not going to get them at 1 HP because they're supposed to be maxed HP. All right? Because with Molecular Policeman, all that is going to go. And in fact, go talk with a Depraver DP Deadpool, or go talk with Ptolemy before you get with me, because you're depraved because nobody's raving and having raves. You're like Two-Face from DC. You have the depraver and like the raver. I'm Raven, and the Raven Raver. Like, I don't like it when you're depraved. You're like that dude that's in the back seat when he hasn't had a Snickers bar. It's like he's a monster until he has a Snickers bar. He's like, oh, I'm fine now. And it's like, yeah. We get it going like that with Wonka and Alice and stuff like that and things like that. But I don't know how. Hey, y'all awake yet, bro? Or what y'all acting? Y'all sleeping, bro? I think y'all acting, bro. Y'all look like y'all in peace, bro. Good. Y'all looking good. That means that this is available. Dog, if they're sleeping, dog, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. Because if my thing is on here and it's streaming, I don't know. If they're sleeping, that means I have time to get away from. I have time to get away, bro. We're gonna miss them. We're gonna have time to get away, bro. I have the recipe, possibility. I have this. I have a little bit of this. Oh no, I need more. I have to wake up Alice. I'm not gonna wake her up. That's mean. We're risking it. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna hope that she wakes up before then, bro. Because I'm not mean. I'm not gonna. Yeah, a gentleman like me is not gonna go wake up a woman when she's sleeping. You're just like, if you want me to, like, laugh as much as I can, I'm not gonna go and wake up a woman that is sleeping in the house. She's not my girlfriend yet, or my wife yet, or at all. She might be somebody else's. She is. I'm not gonna go wake her up, bro. So, I'm not gonna. Yeah, Alice, may I find out the GPS coordinates to where I saved the bottle? I, for some reason, don't remember where it is, but this thing is soaking wet here. Listen, I'm gonna have to wait till Alice wakes up, bro, because I don't. Look at this, bro. Look at. Oh my gosh, bro, dude. So, where was I, bro? Oh yeah, the one above all, bro. The one above all, he has his vibe. He's nothing like the tribunal, bro. It's so funny, bro. He is, but he's like snuck away and been himself. He's become like a person. It's hard to explain. He is a person in a way. I mean, when you look at the comics in One Above All, the tribunal, they look like statues. They look like statues that move. Now, I'm not hating. They're gigantic. They're basically the fragments of what is Marvel. They're that big. It's like 2 of them or 3 of them, and they're just sitting there. But the thing is, he is a person. When you see him as a person and walking in Marvel comics, bro, y'all will realize what I'm talking about. This man has learned to be a man, not a moving statue. He's like a man. It's hard to explain, but when you see it, the One Above All. I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. I got a similarity. Y'all know that the One Above All is in the comic world. He's not even God in there, in the comic world. Non-fiction. No one is God other than God. I'm not gonna be rude, bro. I'm just gonna tell y'all right away. Fiction. Back to the comics. I'm just telling y'all. So, because we're talking about these dimensions and stuff like that. Man, Alice, you know what I could do? I could do this, bro, and go like this and put it in here, baby. Nope, because I got the recipe. Dog, hey. So, what I'm going to say is, the One Above All, we have a good idea of where they could go during them, because they got to recover the fact that there's so much bloodshed on these heroes that we care for. I mean, if I see Thor with any more blood on him, if I see Thor with blood on him, bro, I'm gonna be sad. He's the one that's gone and done all the hard work. Y'all, I mean, yes, but he has his brother, and his brother takes orders from him sometime. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not talking down on Loki. Loki's a good younger brother, in a way, that he takes orders from Thor. if Thor's having to do all this limited time only, it's like, and then I go watch Deadpool 3 with Wolverine and he's bleeding, I'm gonna be like, man, look how hard they're having to go, bro, because this stuff has to get pushed out into cinematic and TV. But it's hard to explain because you have Cable, who's what it used to be Thanos, and another the one above all changed him into changed Thanos into Cable. That's funny, bro. The one above all, bro. What? I don't think he changed him. Who could be? Who could be the person that changed? Josh Brolin, who was Thanos, and Thanos turned into Cable. I wonder who it was. But Robert Downey Jr. being comically correct with, and not comically correct, being Tony Stark turns into Doctor Doom. That's actually what it is in the real comics. When he comes in Secret Wars, he comes that. So they're doing a mighty great job there. It's going by what we're talking about. So when Ryan is saying, "Hey, I can only do this," I think he's being sarcastic. Unless he's done them like physical body mathematics with the metrics and algebra and todo eso para ver si if he can basically can his body withhold. And he's already gave Wolverine credit. He's like, "You're gonna be doing this, so you're 90, Wolverine." Wolverine hasn't said nothing. He's like, "All right." So that means Wolverine's punked him a little bit because he said, Ryan Reynolds said, I'm not trying to be rude, bro. Ryan Reynolds, you said, you're not going to do another one, bro, a fourth? Bro, you don't get it. Those chapters, you want to be the Avenger. You're kind of a freaking Avenger because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to have to do, like, all the heroes. And then you're leading them to the one above all, where they're learning of other people. They may not be in single cells in that boat. We don't know what the above all can do in the comics. So you're part of that, bro. So please, if you don't have it in you, you should go like the football at Wrexham. Go to Wrexham. I'm not mean. Go to Wrexham and be like, hey, you're able. Your body is good to do this, but I don't know if your voice works because y'all athletes out here, one of y'all is gonna have to do 5,000 movies, bro. Is it 5,000? How many characters are in Marvel, bro? However many characters, we'll just say 5,000. It might be like 50, it might be 100, it might be 500. We don't know. We'll just say 5,000 to play it safe. When you're at Wrexham, be like, man, that guy's swole, bro, and be like, he's actually, you know what? That guy's a good fit for possibly playing Winston Churchill Wilson. Because if you can't stand it, I don't want you complaining later and hating. Not because you're gonna put that vibration in everybody at the studio. It's Deadpool 3 with Wolverine. You get that box for me? I want to watch. It's still in theaters. It made 1.5 billion. It's on the way to 1.5 billion. It's not about the money. The reason why I say 1.5 billion, because if you divide that by $15, which is like $10 or $50 for the ticket, $5 to $15, you're gonna get the amount of viewers that watched it, and you can just minus like a quarter of those for rewatching people that rewatched it, like the honest way. By the way, so the one above all can come in clutch during he takes out the Marvel Universe, because if he takes out the Marvel Universe, he does take out the Tribunal. If you remember, if you read the Kills Marvel Universe, the original one, he takes on the Tribunal, bro. And I think they're playing a game. At one point, they're just playing with him. But they can't really because he knows Spider-Man. But he has to run into the one above all. At that point, I think the one above all can just take him out, like, by just hurting one of the ones that smothered him in love. For like, dude, Deadpool, you didn't kill the Marvel Universe. You saved it. We're still here. But in that process, he accidentally gets that thing and he's punctured somebody. And it's like, that was not planned by it was supposed to be loving Mr. Deadpool, and that heart wrenches the one above all. It's like one of them got hurt, and he's like, he has a heart attack, and he kills the Marvel Universe. He's done them all, but that thing is that they don't. Those characters normally don't die, bro. So he had a heart attack, so it's considered he takes out the Marvel Universe credit card approved at whatever at Astrocard. Axter stars, and he's gonna have to take out the Marvel Universe. If you really understand the Marvel Universe, bro, it's gonna have to get very lovey-dovey at the end because you have to recover the fact that he takes them out. It's not a gore thing, bro. It's gonna get very weird because he's gonna have to take out Legion, Professor X, these guys that have these like. If you go to hero.com or like stuff like that, you're gonna see that there's rankings and levels of what they do on these characters. It's like fandom.wiki or something like that. I'm not hating. It'll tell you each character and their level. If they're X level, which is the highest, it's like mutant X level and stuff like that. Like, let's say for instance, I'm not hating on this girl. She's humble. I wouldn't mind having that power. The girl that was on top of Thanos, and she's like, I'm holding. She's like going into his mind while he has the Mind Stone or something, and it's like, and she's in there. She's like, he puts Thanos to sleep, and she's like that. She might be rated like out of 10 or letters. She's like, she's not. It's not talking down. It's just power level. It's like, it's strong, but she has to touch the person's head, so you got to just subtract the fact that she has to get physical with it. So she's like a level 7. What's his name? One thing, nonfiction. For everybody, it's like 7 out in Cali. It's about 8:55 or something in the morning out in Texas. 10:55 out in New York. Captain Sudamérica. Es la misma lugares. Y in all the world, it's like and stuff like that. And then in Israel, it is for let me see, undisclosed, because y'all got some crazy stuff going on. I love them in Israel. I love them. So it's undisclosed time. So, yeah, let me start leaking. Yeah. I love it. And just to tell y'all, one day, when we're walking around and we're in a world where all, like, letters, we get, like, let's say we get teleported, everybody, and we're walking around in all the letters, or no, it's like, hard to explain. Like everything, if you're from all these languages that we can talk about, would you realize that maybe there's one day God shows us, like, what could have been the Tower of Babylon, and we open our eyes and it's like a possibility of, because anything's possible with the faith of a mustard seed, that everybody sees the vocabulary is in Hebrew. It's not in English, Asian, whatever y'all talk about. It's all that. But since God is so powerful, he's left that Hebrew in us, that belief. And like, but to teach us a lesson from the Tower of Babel, which is almost like the days of Noah, we see different languages. It's hard to explain. I feel like it's like that, but that was one of the hardest. Dude, that was like, you know how he put the dove during the days of Noah? He put the dove to go out and come back to see if there was, for Noah, to see if there was land. He came back with the olive one. Love olive oil, man. You know what I'm talking about? And he came back one day. Imagine the life of that dove. We don't. It's unwritten. That's just the way. That's why the Holy Bible is so precious. The imagination of myself, but how I think about it. Not that I'm being conceited. I feel like he was a smart dove, or she was a smart dove. No land, but she's seeing all these sea creatures, and she's just going. And finally, she comes back, and she has the olive branch, and then he put a rainbow with his covenant, saying he's never going to do that again. Bro, the Tower of Babel, he didn't break the covenant, but that is like at that level. Because think about the ripple effect of what happened with the Tower of Babel, bro. It's like that level, bro. It's like, it's that level to me, bro. Because the days of Noah when they flooded the world, God can create. The Tower of Babel, we're already created, and we're not able to speak to other languages, bro. And but you know what happened? The reason why he changed everybody's language was because if you read it, it's because he was checking on the world, I think, or he's, you know what I'm saying? He's there, but he's checking on the world, and he sees people are brick and mortaring up to they're plastered, they got glue sticks, they got all this stuff, they're building a tower up to his residence. We got punked so bad, bro. There was people like dangling on the buildings, like washing the windows or whatever it is, and all of a sudden the guy that they're washing windows with, he's like, oh, it's like, they're like speaking in different languages, and they're screwed, bro, because they tried to build up to heaven, and when that happened, bro, there's this huge long-term time effect that what's happened now, bro. Look what they have. There's the name God has been changed to different languages, and people have done some different names with that. So, wait, hey, no, that was nonfiction. Let's they're obvious. Somebody woke up. I left the door open, bro. Man, I'm sorry, man. This was the house and stuff like that, and the door was open, and some of them are sleeping, and if you wake them up, that room is Alice's, bro, because she's sleeping. Don't wake her up, bro. I wouldn't wake up a woman, bro. Listen, back to nonfiction. The Tower of Babel. Imagine that you're on this 80th floor, and you're dangling on those things because you remember the New York days when they were building the Empire State Building. They had all those things. They have a photo of people on the 80th floor sitting there. They're the constructors. They're sitting on there. They're just sitting there having lunch. Please, bro. You're just having lunch, and all of a sudden you're like, can I have some drink? And the guy's like, that's mine. And you're stuck on the 80th floor. You have to communicate. Everyone in the universe was speaking different languages, basically. So that had a huge long-term effect on society. That's why I can almost compare it to the days of Noah. In a way, yes, we had love. We were alive. We didn't get drowned. But later, bruh, think about this, bruh. They started making new possible, they were talking about like they were so bad that caused people to break the first commandment all over again. That's what I'm trying to say. But big time, talking about pagan stuff and but bro, in India, those are creatures, and those aren't God, bro. God is he's in heaven, man. He's the only one. But that caused because they didn't speak the same languages, so all these tribes started to become like themselves, and they started to find each other that were like speaking the same language. Imagine el quilombo que fue eso para encontrar todos. Imagine the trouble to find the same person, people speaking the same language, when all of them in the area were doomed to speak different languages. And they finally start talking, they make a tribe, and then now eventually those tribes start growing, but they're still from the land of God, of Hebrew, but they're speaking different languages now, and they're made countries. And look at the word countries. It's countries. But they're not, they should be called the tribe of, they should have been called tribe of United Kingdom, tribe of Japan, tribe of China. They didn't. They're called countries, and it's like, but that's like how, you see how the word is. Because they dishonored God in the Tower of Babel. They're called. They went and made countries. Cunt is a bad word, bro. I don't use bad words. They're countries, and I like the world. I don't call the world or grass or nothing countries. I call them lands. So now you have Iceland and stuff like that, and which isn't so bad. They got blessed because all the other ones are called countries. And I'm not hating on them, but look at that. That's how hard we're still getting pumped. And that just shows y'all reality of how the world is, bro. I'm talking about y'all need all this to see if this is true. Y'all like getting mathematics to see if this is. Look at the word. Y'all all out here geniuses and stuff like that, but don't realize the words are called countries. Do you know the word, that is such a defiling word, because tree, it reminds me of the word three, the number three. Number three is one of the greatest numbers ever. Countries. And then I also like trees. So countries, all y'all science guys that were trying to how did y'all not get that? How do y'all still say the word happily in front of your kids? Countries. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. We have to figure out a way to get past the situation, because it's really hard. Might as well just call them tribes. We're going to go to that tribe land or that land or something, because we're calling it countries. You're cussing in front of your kids on accident. So you're still innocent. But now you know. So these people was like, well, this is proof that the Bible, we found Noah's Ark on the mountain and stuff like that. Y'all don't even need that. Y'all could just look at the word of the countries. Countries. I am not that way. But now y'all have proof of how the world is ran. The Holy Bible. Countries, bro. Countries. It's like a bad word, bro. It's not what it is. It's the fact that it's a bad word. So it sucks, but we got it because y'all were trying to build up to heaven. And we're dealing with it now. I mean, think about it, bro. All these crazy stuff that's going on. I can't believe they did that back in the day, bro. One day, if we get back there and they like not back there, if it's fixed and we're all speaking the same language around the whole world, that's the day we got blessed and we've learned our lesson. Never build up to heaven, bro. Y'all don't try to reach God's residency, because I don't trust nobody anyway. I don't want that other thing happening, because what happened the last time, remember that they were doing in Saudi Arabia, they're doing the 10-mile building that's a mall. It's a whole mall. Remember? They're doing that. I think they stopped building it because they realized that they're going to be like working for thousands of. They're building a place that people are going to be slaving in for 10,000 miles. It's like a 2,000 mile, or how long is this? Like a 200-mile Saudi Arabian building of a mall. They're building one. It's sideways. It's sideways. If you think about it, there's going to be employees in there all the way down, slaving for money, bro. It's so sad. So sad, getting pumped. They're getting pumped. They're getting learned. It's penitencia, whatever. But it's sad for me because I'm not the one that delivers penitencia. I just see it. And I'm like, dude, they're going to get hit hard. So, because think about it. They've been kind of rude towards some countries. But the thing is, not countries, to a land. And I think they stopped. I think they got mercy. I think they stopped building it or they said they were going to make it smaller, because I think somebody woke up and was like, dude, these guys are about to be, these men and women are going to be, once it's done being built while they're slaving, like an Egyptian, while they're the pharaohs, while they're doing that, after it's built, somebody's gonna have to be employed all those miles, even the security. It's like, don't do this. That means, look at how y'all get, people around the world get punked in penitentiary, but through a godly form. Think about building a skyscraper sideways in Saudi Arabia, bro. That sounds like somebody is teaching them a lesson. It's scary. So I'm not supposed to, I don't know if I'm supposed to stop whatever's going on, but that looks sad and scary. What else was it? Because like I'm not going to go too much about what they've done in the past. We already know. What else? Dude, that's so sad. It's a 2,000-mile mall in the desert that's being built. It's almost like they went to Dune, in the middle of Dune, or when Star Wars is opening up that guy's mouth and he's like that. They're going out there in the desert and building a sideways mall, bro. I'm not saying they're dumb. I'm just saying that they're clouded. Their minds are clouded, bro, because that sounds like they're getting disciplined hard, bro. They're getting disciplined, bro. And I mean, listen, bro, we are all, you never know who's who. But with Israel and stuff like that, you never know. So the thing is, they're getting punked really hard. The word is harder than being punked, bro. It's like they're being disciplined. The other thing is, if you put a drone on top of the place where it's called Mech, it looks like a big eyeball. It looks like somebody's like, I got my eyes on y'all, and y'all ain't doing the right thing. Y'all going in circles. Y'all are supposed to be doing idolatry. That's another command, bro. Think about it, bro. These things are called countries. It doesn't matter where you are. We can go to Australia. We can go to anywhere and be like, what is the name of this in English? It's country. Is cunt is a bad word? Yes. So we all have a common goal here that we're learning. Y'all got to realize this. This is Old Testament stuff happening now when we're talking about New Testament stuff happening at the same time. But if you get it, it's crazy. Another thing, what was it? Germany. Those people don't stop slaving, if you think about what I'm talking about. All these people, all these lands that are making dramatic mistakes on innocent people, it's not that I'm doing it. Look at how God's mighty wrath and fatherly ways of everyone. He always wants you to return. No matter what path that you take, he can make that path. Even if you choose a bad path, that path has been constructed. He's going to be there. Doesn't mean he's happy. Yeah, you chose a bad path, so yeah, let's go happily diggity. Yeah, no, I don't know how he thinks, but I'm just thinking as a human being. I'm not going to go down that. Just because that guy did a bad path doesn't mean I'm going to follow it. What's it called? Germany? Don't y'all see that they're pushing out all these cars? Slaving. They're slaving in these times. Think about that. They're slaving. At one point, they're BMW, Audi, all these companies, bro. They're just slaving. At one point, they're going to be like, I can't take it anymore. We want the robots to do it. But now you're going to put the robots in slavery. No. Y'all stuff is, you get what you get out into the world, bro. And that means that somebody's looking after it for you. Who else? Japan, they were affiliated with Germany. Japan, I would love to go to Japan. Japan, look what they did. They're doing coding and don't stop. They're doing diagnostics and they don't stop. So we get these like fatherly level lessons all the time, but it doesn't mean to not return to him. When y'all realize this, who else? I'm not going to go too far and talk, because I'm not talking down. I'm telling these lands, not just the people, it's the lands. Try to be innocent in innocent land and see how you're going to flourish. Because if you don't, you're going to see how there is, it's not, I guess it's consequence. It's like when your dad tells you go to your room. These lands get their dad saying go to your room. So if that happens, we're just people among these huge lands, and we can't really take the wrath of God, consequences. So we need to be good people. What else? I don't. Hmm. 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 There's not many examples in the sense of countries that are going through like penitentiary level discipline. I can't think about it except all of them because their names are countries. I love them though. I love the lands, man. I don't love everyone. I love the land. The fact that it's land. I love animals and all them, man. You know what I'm saying? The air, the wind, fire, the elements, the elementals, the things like that. I mean, I'm just telling you. Goodness me, bro, dude. If y'all want to flourish as a land or as a tribe in the land, do the right choices and you're gonna flourish, bro. Y'all gonna flourish because I've gone to them lands that are flourishing. That's where I be going. Y'all don't know where I be. The wettest lands. So it's like the wetlands. Uh, it's into the wetlands. That's what I be looking for. Hopefully one day, when it turns the languages from Tower of Babel, hopefully change back to the original languages that they've been before, because we've all learned our lesson. China, they don't stop. They got the sweatshops. Why? Because they have a communist situation. North Korea, they're burning trees in their country as gasoline in their trucks. They have all this stuff. When they stop doing those things, maybe we'll be able to find out if we're going to recover from the Tower of Babel. Because goodness me, look at how hard he went on us to try to build. They tried building, or some of our ancestors tried building to heaven, bro, to his residence. Imagine, he's the King of Kings. He's the Father. He's amazing. But it's like, hey, it's like, can you pass me the sandwich, bro? And he's like, and I'm like, it's like, y'all's imaginations are going to even change too. Your ifs and thoughts and stuff are going to change because your language has changed. So, sorry to get so old school on y'all real quick, man, because it's not sorry. I got old school on y'all because the Old Testament is what, like you start with. The Old Testament is so beautiful. It's like it's once you get it, it's like in your DNA. It's in your. It's so hard to say. It's not scientific. I just said DNA because y'all. I'm trying to train people that are watching on Twitch and doing comics and gaming and all this. This is a hard level people to train because once they realize this, I'm no better than the trainer. But at the same, it's not but period. But I can try to like help a little bit in the sense of this thing because I'm a vessel. And all those gentlemen that came in the chapters in the holy text of the Holy Bible, those gentlemen, they had a voice from heaven inside of them, I think. It's like a voice or like I feel like they came straight from heaven and nobody got that. And I don't think nobody got it. It's hard to explain. But if you know what I'm talking about, it's like, hey, did my friend come through? Or something like that. It's like, and we're back in the past when Elijah's walking and we're like, we teleported to Elijah and he's talking. You know who's providing him? Moses. Remember God told Moses and Aaron, basically, I think it was Moses and Aaron or just Aaron, that, oh yeah, Moses told Aaron that God will help him, give him the words back in the day to speak in front of the tribes and stuff like that. Where is God? From heaven. So when Moses gave him that key, all the rest that came, that was from heaven. It's hard to explain. So if you ever hear somebody, man, it may not be 24/7 around the clock, but it might be, I don't know, but they were from heaven. In a way, yes, they were born here, but that giving you the information to lead these people, bro, that was heaven, bro. It's hard to explain. That it's not heaven. It's like not all the way. It's from heaven. Hard to explain. Especially with righteousness. If if you've been selected like that, you know. But it's incredible. So Sorry, I went so old school on you. It's not sorry because it's the Sabbath, bro. And like, you normally collect for about like almost 7 days. It's like it says 6 days, six like 6 days basically. Um, and you gather for 6 days, and then on the seventh day, from like sundown till sundown the next day, on from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, y'all don't work. But he's like, it's like the boss telling you, you don't need to work on the seventh day. Keep it holy. The commandment is keep the Sabbath holy. That's what the commandment is. And one of the commandments from the 10 is keep the Sabbath holy. So, do what you want, man. I'm not gonna, right now, I'm not gonna like smother. I went really hard right now, but I'm not gonna smother too much. But keep it holy, do your own thing, and also try to resist going to do transactions on that day, because now you got a number. That's a chapter in the Bible too, numbers. Now you have a number of a date on your credit card bill, and when you look at your debit or credit card bill and it says, at this hour you purchased on the Sabbath, it's just like, remember, bro, there's a chapter in the Bible called Numbers. Somebody knows. So that must mean that we all should be maybe just chilling a little bit from Friday night till Saturday, like the ones that are following. I don't know how to do it. I know a little bit, actually. It's not bad when things are looking good. It's a restful time. It's like, dude, it's like, come here, give me your shoulder real quick. Let me wipe your eye. You're going to have a day off on the 7th. And it's like, I'm not going to give you the reason right now. On the 7th day, which is Saturday at sundown till Sunday on the sundown, you have a day off. What creature are you? This creature, there's an animal. Day off. Robot. Day off. Person. Days off. You have a day off. Let me wipe your tear real quick. You have a day off. How hard is it to understand you get a day off, bro? It's hard to explain. It's not trouble. It's not like, oh, I'm constricted. But there is a time. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yes, it's the Sabbath. When we already talked about Jesus Christ, you know, when he was like 3 years old and he would go to the temple and school people at the temple because he was so smart. When he's saying he's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, anything he says, he gets. He's the Son of God. So anything he says, but he didn't say, like, so he's basically, he said, he's the beginning and the end. So that means that when he goes to the beginning of time, because now his dad, if you want to get quantum with it, when it's not, because it's all spiritual, his dad quantumly inserts Jesus Christ in the beginning. So now Jesus Christ gets to see everything. Yep, he was there before everybody, before Abraham and everybody, because he gets everything he wants. So if he says he's the beginning and the end, his father gave him the right to do that. He even gave the people the authority to, Jesus now gave us authority to spread the word everywhere. But when people are like, how was he before Abraham? Because his dad inputted him before. If y'all are being so quantum with it, his dad inputted him. He gets whatever he wants. So if he says he's in the beginning and the end, the first and the last, and the Alpha and the Omega, he is that. Because his dad's going to give it to you. His dad's going to tell him, no, son, no. So I'm not here to argue. It's not about this. I'm telling you. And it's not, he's like the best possible thing that could happen to us, to be in the beginning with his Father. And he's not going to be without the Holy Spirit, bro. It's hard to explain, bro. They're untouchable. It's not even a word, because they're together. He's like always together. So in the beginning, so when his dad typed in, if y'all want to get quantum with it, it's not a joke. And his dad needs to type in that he's in the beginning now. Yes, he was in the beginning. In the Garden of Eden, the beginning in heaven. And then earth. And then all that came after. Yes, he was there. Because his dad's going to give him everything. Oh my gosh. Anything. I'm not even playing. How do you think people were like, How do you think he gets all his stuff? Think about it. Back in the day, in the Word, those people were blaming him. He was using um, this scary stuff from what was that like scary creature's name on the dark side? He was using it from Lazarus, like friend of like Baal or something. They were accusing him of using magic from Baal. Nope. He gets whatever he wants. His father gives him whatever he wants, bro. His father is God. And he loves him so much, bro. Think about it. Jesus told us what God is. Jesus told us that God is love. He's unconditional love. He explained some secrets about him, that he is light. And it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mean. And it's like, he also said another thing about love. So that must mean he gets what, he even said, knock and you'll get what you want. Basically, that's what he wrote. It's written. Knock and you will receive. Because that's how he was for him. Because he gets whatever he wants. That proves that he gets whatever he wants. So if he's written that he's first and the last, beginning and the end, Alpha and the Omega, boom, that's what he is. So that means he was before everyone, basically. He gets whatever he wants. Imagine the journey I don't know how that works. I'm not going to go there. That's personal stuff. We're not here to, but yeah, he inserts, it's not the way it is. Spirituality is stronger than the quantum computer. But it's like, yeah, he inserts, he's now the first and the last, the beginning and the end, Alpha and the Omega. What does that happen? Teleport. If we're trying to get human with it, teleport. He's now in the beginning of time with his dad. Because he asked for it. Knock and you will receive. Faith of a mustard seed. So that's just the way it is. And it went, we went a little hard there. It wasn't hard. It's a great learning lesson because people may have thought like they're questioning like some things. And, but like, back to the fiction comic stuff with, right quick. It's Deadpool 3 with Wolverine. We're going to watch can you get the box for it? So, and one thing's for certain too, the Sabbath, don't be conflicted, guys. Because if we keep having these Passion of the Christ, which is amazing, coming out, Passion of the Christ is another one, the same people basically, The Chosen, that's out now in season 4, they're making season 5, it's already been funded, thank God. If we keep having to just show him schooling people at the temple, at what point are you going to realize that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not about, like, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. Because it's about, in the Sabbath, what happened on the Sabbath one time you went to the temple and they were training on the day off, basically. It's the Sabbath. Keep it holy. And it says Moses told him, because he is the word, he knows the word. He told him, Moses told all these people, he's in Jerusalem basically, and he told them, like he comes out of the temple after like training like 80 and 90-year-old elders. I'm not trying to be rude because he's Jesus Christ, he can do that. So I can't go into a temple and train. So, and you can't ever be better than the trainer. But, so, one second, one moment. So, what's it called? Um, Listen, bro. Uh, when Jesus Christ talks about the bridegroom as a reason that because they were calling, saying some people were doing the old thing when you remember when Noah was building the ark and those people were shouting at him and they're like, "Yeah, you don't know what you're thinking." They were kind of doing that stuff in the area. They were trading in the temple on Sabbath, and he just went hard on them. There's a parable about the bridegroom when he arrives and it's the bridegroom's time. It's kind of like a celebration because that's, first of all, it's a sign that he's returned, which is amazing. But the if it's a bridegroom and it's a celebration for like a wedding bridegroom situation and you have it on Friday, you accidentally set it up on the Sabbath, you have an excuse because it's kind of like a bridegroom scenario in a way. It's hard to explain. That's the way I've interpreted it. I might be wrong. That's why you can't be better than the trainer. But that's what I'm saying. So try to be careful about doing it, but y'all have an excuse. So, but as a loyal person, and you're starting the Bible, and y'all are starting to do this because that's how we're doing right now, because we're going from like the beginning to like there. So I'm not trying to be hard on y'all because I know that y'all are just learning. So if y'all doing stuff on Friday, y'all have kind of an excuse, bro. If you're working on Friday, I get it now. Y'all still have an excuse, but now y'all understand that y'all ain't supposed to be working on the seventh day, bro. Go fill up your pantries, find yourself a woman, and like marry her, and then live in the same house and have this Sabbath that I just asked y'all about. And tell me if you ever want to return back to work on Monday. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all would not want to return back to work. But y'all need to fill up that pantry again because I'm pretty sure a lot of energy is going to be used on that seventh day. I'm not mean. And that's today. Enjoy it, y'all. I'm not playing. Whoever's doing it, newcomers and old timers, enjoy it. I'm not playing. And I hope y'all pantries, fridges are all filled up, gathered. I'm not even playing because y'all gonna have your time. Um, it's not my business, no. So, and so enjoy it, and whatever y'all do, man, just keep it holy. That's a command in the Ten Commandments. What else? So it's not a competition here. I've interpreted maybe I have to go to a temple in Israel to figure out if I was right about him saying he gets what he wants. So if he says he's Alpha and the Omega, beginning and last, first Alpha and the beginning, when he says that he is the beginning and the end, the first and the last, and the Alpha and the Omega, to John in Patmos, if you think for one moment that his father's not going to give from his heavenly Father, remember the prayer? Like, remember the Sermon on the Mount? If you think for a moment that his heavenly Father, not some oppressive, his heavenly Father is not going to give him whatever he has said or is written about him, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong or right because I'm not a bad person, but just think really quick, intelligently. What does a loving father give his son? You know? Especially in the Holy Scripture. So it could have even been before that. But if he's now having to time travel because he wrote, it's at the very, like in that chapter, to go to the beginning because he said that, quantum, get the keyboard, and because he said it now, he's there. Come on, bro. Yeah, have to understand what I'm saying, bro. They are beyond like what you could imagine, bro. So, that wasn't nonfiction, bro. If I said fiction and stuff like that, whatever, that's nonfiction. Fiction, talking about the one above all and stuff like that. Kind of, and we're doing this Deadpool stuff with like Wolverine. And what if I played the commercial thing, and where it's like, what if you get the Hershey's chocolate? Listen, y'all, they're sleeping, and I have to. If you begin, what if? Alice, I gotta go get some water. Alice.